What comes to mind when you think of a food desert? No, not that kind of food desert. Not that kind of food desert. Yes, that kind of food desert.
A food desert is defined as area or neighborhoods devoid of fresh fruit, vegetables, and healthy foods. These areas will instead have highly processed packaged foods, causing problems for residents that live in these areas if they want or need healthy food. Food deserts come about largely due to a lack of grocery stores and healthy food providers. Furthermore, food deserts are defined as when residents are more than a mile away from full-service grocery stores in urban areas and 10 miles away in rural areas. Sellers in these areas often lower the price of their food, making it easier for the majority of the population in the food deserts, the ones with low-paying jobs, to continue buying the far less healthy food.
Some of the worst urban food deserts in the United States are New Orleans, Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, Minneapolis, San Francisco, Detroit, New York, and Camden. This graph shows the different populations and people affected by food deserts in Chicago. In a recent article, Walmart shut down over 100 stores because they weren't making enough profit off them. As a result, a lot of food deserts will occur.
The only pro is the fact that fast food and convenience store franchises will flourish, being the only source of food to many people in the area. People will be forced to buy cheap food instead of buying the much healthier but more expensive food that's much further away. The cons include that it has been thought to lead to obesity and poor health because people cannot readily get access to healthy food and nutrition. A lot of the people living in food deserts are people that earn low incomes and cannot afford expensive food. This is where the dollar menu comes into play. These franchises have made it so that it is 4 times less expensive to buy food that is 4 times as unhealthy. They make a ton of money, but people can get diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, or obese.
The idea of a food desert is relevant because it can cause problems in our current world with health and the effect it will have on people who live in food deserts. It can also have an effect on the environment. People that live in areas where they have low access to healthy food are more likely to have health problems, which can shorten lives. The people in these areas usually have low income, so it's difficult or even impossible for them to travel to get high-quality food. These so-called food deserts are all over the United States. In fact, U.S. Census estimates that over 4 million Americans live in food-insecure households. Food deserts are relevant because they are happening all around us.
The history of food deserts basically started around the same time as fast food chains started. Food deserts have been growing in an increasing number as more and more food chains are being created and spread around. One term that can help describe and explain this phenomenon is called agglomeration. Agglomeration is when competing businesses locate near each other because they have a much greater chance of getting customers rather than being on the opposite side of town. This agglomeration of multiple fast food businesses creates an area of land where people are only buying the food that is convenient for them to buy, which is unhealthy fast food.
As the population grows in the area of the food desert, they begin mainly consuming the food sold by the fast food restaurants and the convenience stores. This leads to many people becoming malnourished, and some may even become obese.